4 people today. Cursive just dropped out, which means, uh-oh, no Showdown video for Cursive. Something happened. We got the boys today. We got Ursus. We got Ron Wiz. We got Lucas. And we got Link. What a stacked foursome. That pot is $20 currently. Dueling book coming right up. 4 entrants, 2 matches today. 3 matches, 4 matches technically. Ursus and Link to start. Ron Wiz and Lucas also. Let's see who's already in, who's on top of it. Oh wow, we are off the race. Let's hit Ursus and Link here. Welcome. This is Speed Duel Showdown number 26. 4 entrants, $20 pot. Nothing too flashy tonight, but we are rolling. Let's go to main screen. People are really excited for GX. Not too much interest anymore at this point. What's up, Eelfroth? Good to see ya. We got the stacked bracket today of 4 people that are these guys are scumming it in the Speed Duel League every week. Link and Ursus to start. Ursus playing, I believe he said he was playing, well, actually, Link might be watching the stream, so I can't reveal. But we do have a Merrick skill, so typically before the errata, we saw Twisted Personality. I don't know if that's the case this time. Link playing the Weevil skill, most likely going to be Moth. That's the deck he played last week. Starting with the Kaiku opener, and we're actually going to slap Ursus in the face for 18, drop him down to 22. And double Allure. Illusionist Faceless Magician. So we have a Relinquish deck going on right now against Moth, which is the meta. So we got to see if this is going to work out. Oh, Eelfroth, thanks for the follow. What's up, Cool Dead Punk? Was planning on playing tonight? Yeah. That's funny. I actually just got started up a little late because I didn't have my camera plugged in, and I guess my computer hated that and it blue screened me. We just had a Kaiku crash. Interesting. So Link got 1,800 off Ursus when there was nothing in graveyard, nothing to banish just yet. But we are playing some sort of Relinquish. Illusionist Faceless. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Shadow Reborn. Pay half your life points for a Monster Reborn. Yeah, Relinquished. I think it was Delicates that we saw pretty consistently take Relinquished in the Showdown. Haven't seen him enter with that. Probably a couple months. Sphere Karibo on the Breaker with a counter, which is at 19, which would have taken Ursus right down to 300, but we're not going to do that. So this deck works pretty well. Shadow Reborn's a good kind of like catch-all skill for Relinquished. Yeah, we want to get the Illusionist Faceless Magician kind of loop going with Relinquished. Being able to take Moth as Relinquished is really good too. So it's not a terrible deck to take against Moth, but you got to be careful because you can just get parasited and it's over. We're going to use Breaker with counter, pop Cosmic Cyclone. And, oh, the Spaghetti. Pre-preparation of rights. Probably my favorite looking card, my favorite card art in Speed Duel right now. That's so great. I love the Ritual Raven with the Spaghetti. But that Breaker is 1,000 defense, so he's going to be able to clear over that pretty quickly. We do have the Black Illusion Ritual with pre-prep. Fun fact, pre-prep, you do need a Ritual monster target and a Ritual spell target. You can't, if you have like just one in deck but not the other, you can't pre-prep. So actually, I didn't check Ursus's deck list, but I'm assuming he's running more than 20? 20, yeah, it looks like he's running about 30. So that gives you more pre-prep targets. I think that the last couple decks he's run has been like 30-card decks, because Skull Servants was 30. So he takes Breaker with Relinquished in defense mode, and he's going for 16. We're going to have Zoma. We can actually plow through this, and that's going to really whittle down Link's resources. We're not going to do that. I think we're going to try and maybe get out another Relinquish so we can get around it without having to plow through it. Because Ursus already at 22. You don't want to take 16. That drops you an 800 life point difference till death. Breaker with a counter, being able to pop Breaker in the back row most likely, and going to swing over Relinquish just a 0-0. We could see a Zoma crash into Breaker here to burn Ursus for 16, and that's a crash with the Breaker, and Breaker gets over Relinquished easily. We are going to have Allure of Darkness with 1 card in hand. Going to see if that was a blind Allure. No, we had the Sphere Karibo. Okay, so we had some defense there, but we're feeling pretty saucy now. We're gassed up. We feel like we have the field in our control, especially if we can use that counter to get rid of that Breaker in the back row. We are going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, might as well use that. So that Relinquish is just a 0-0 sitting. Next turn, he will be able to get something back. on Link's side of the board, so you definitely want to clear it now. And you can go... oh, I'm sorry. Zoma's 18, not 16. So Zoma won't crash into Breaker. This will be a difference of 200. Dropping her down to 2,000, and you lose Breaker. And Breaker into Relinquish. That's going to get rid of Relinquish. We do not have Illusionist Face. Oh, we do! Never mind. We do, in hand, Illusionist Faceless, and the loop begins. So you got to beat over Illusionist. It gets Relinquish back out. Beat over Relinquish, gets Illusionist back out. And then if you beat over Illusionist again, then the cycle breaks. Because the card text on each card is a once per turn. But I believe it's, I think it's destroyed, right? So if you Parasite this, you break it. I believe. It's been a while since I've seen this one. All right, Black Illusion. It looks like we got another Relinquish coming on. And Illusionist Faceless. There's the Relinquished. And Illusionist Faceless. Okay, so it was used as, is it just Field to Grave? Destroyed by battle or card effect. Yeah. So we're taking that Zoma. And we're going to take Breaker. And just like that, all of a sudden the board is like outrageously in Ursus's control. And that's Relinquish for you, man. That's crazy. We haven't even used what I assume is Shadow Reborn yet, which would only drop Ursus down to 1,000. Do we have a monster for lethal? We could bring in a Kaiku. We can't do it in main phase, though. We did have lethal, though. If we Shadow Reborn like Kaiku, that was lethal. But Ursus isn't in any rush. No rush here. So now Link needs the Moth play. It's hard to say what... it's hard to say how you want to go about doing a Moth play here, but it's going to be his strongest opportunity. So we need Parasite. Breaker with a counter. That's going to be able to beat over... the Zoma Relinquish is at 18 and the Breaker Relinquish is at 16. Oh, but you can just do straight damage here. Because beating over that Relinquish with nothing is going to be straight 16 Ursus, which is pretty good. And anything that he would take gets back to Link as effect damage if he tries to beat over anything that Relinquish has attached to it. So that's going to be 16. Ursus dropping down to 4, and we do have the Illusionist Faceless. 2,200 defense is really nothing that Link can get over without Moth. There's the Kaiku. That was the damage we need. So we can crash here with Relinquish, but Kaiku is going to be over this for 2. Link, we have seen Sphere Karibo. Obviously, there's one banished from Allure of Darkness, and that's going to be game 1. Ursus actually taking that. No Moth from Link. So you got to think about, yeah, this deck just beat Moth, but I mean, it was Mothless. It was, for all intents and purposes, it was Kaiku Breaker Machine. Not machines, but it was churning them out. So, yeah. All right. Going to siding phase. I don't know if Link brought anything to side for this. Like, what do you do? Thinking Ursus is playing either Skull Servants or Unions like he's been doing, but switching it up. The true... Oh, I was going to say that the hard pass is usually the Moth player. But Ursus with the hard pass. Ursus didn't use his skill at all last game. That's crazy. Link with the early Allure of Darkness. That's kind of nice. See a Breaker banish, maybe. There's so many options. Because Breaker, Kaiku, Sphere, Newdoria, if that's what he's running for this deck. All good options. Triple back row, so no Parasites coming out. Allure of Darkness on Ursus' side. That's right. A lot of those monsters are also dark. I think Illusionist is light. Maybe not. Relinquish is definitely dark, and Sphere is dark. And we know that Ursus has Kaiku also. There's a Kaiku. If we get damage here, we're able to banish, I believe, just 2 cards from grave, right? 2 monsters. Got to be 2 monsters. So no monsters in Ursus' grave, and it looks like we are potentially taking 18, or we Sphere here. If we Sphere here, it puts Kaiku in defense, which is 700, which anything could really beat over. But Ursus has to think about how he'd be swinging into a full back row, which is pretty scary. So Ursus is going to take that, similar to the first game, dropping down to 22 now. Black Illusion. Looks like we're going to have the Relinquish setup. I didn't see any Spaghetti yet. We just got the natural Black Illusion. Contributing from hand, a Sphere Karibo in order to get relinquished out, sure. Sphere Karibo working really well here with the ritual. It's a piece that people don't remember or don't think about because you just see Sphere Karibo as a hand trap. But when you ritual summon, you can banish it from graveyard as one of the monsters required. And since relinquish is just 1 star, you can always just banish the sphere. And there you go. All right, relinquish taking Kaiku, 1800. Oh, relinquished in defense though, so we're good. And face Zoma for some slapping. A little bit of slap fight here. If Link has the Parasite here to use on relinquish, that's pretty good. We did just open up a spell slot for that. Yeah, we're just going to pick away at this relinquished, I think. If we have another monster, that'd be nice. So you can clear it in 2. No illusion is faceless yet either, so you don't have to worry about that crap. Oh, okay, Cosmic on the Kaiku. Link paying 1,000, dropping to 3,000. But Ursus losing Kaiku. It does get banished. And we're going to be able to clear over that. No battle damage here. Oh, we do have the illusionist in hand. Always speak too soon. Ursus with a full hand, you know he's going to have everything. We saw Black Illusion, 2 Spheres, Relinquished, and Illusionist Faceless in Ursus's hand. That's a huge hand. No pre-prep needed. And now the wall just kind of comes up, you know? Like I said, Link can only get over the Illusionist Faceless defense with a Moth. Or you can Parasite it. Man, Link really needs to find these Parasites, though. Going to battle phase. Let's see what's under door number 2. Apprentice Magician Stall. Yeah, let's go. Oh, my God. Just a combination of everything you love about this format right now. Oh, my God. Apprentice Magician. Also a dark target for Allure Darkness. It's not bad. Ursus main phase. Sitting pretty comfortable here in this game, too, after winning game 1. Let me check to see if we got any match results on Lucas and Ron. Not yet. Black Illusion for Relinquish here. And, yeah, we're going to be able to take some stuff. So this is Zoma on Relinquished. Making some room for it to come over. And then Link, no monsters. 2 back row, though, and 3 cards in hand. So we know Link's running Sphere. 1 is banished. Going for 18 here. And we are going to Zoma. Ursus, not sure if we want to blast through that. If we blast through that, yeah, it takes it off the field, but we take 18. That drops him down to 4, which is pretty scary. And next turn, you know, if nothing too terrible happens, next turn we can just we can crush it with the other Relinquished, or we can take it with one of them. There's a Breaker with a counter coming out, so that's not good. We're going to have straight damage here on this Relinquished, because Breaker with the counter is going to be able to pop that Zoma like we saw last game. I think that last game we saw like a Blast to the Face attack also from Link. And it's probably going to be with Zoma. 1,800 to Ursus. That's got to be a Sphere Karibo in hand. Otherwise, it's 1,800 to the face. That drops him down to 4. And it goes away. We do get the Illusionist back. A little bit of defense. But Breaker's going to be able to clear over either the Apprentice Magician set or the Relinquish. Yeah, we're going to do the Relinquish. We don't want him to suck up anything. Now, this is actually a great place to like Shadow Reborn because you only have to pay 200 life points. It's not bad. And he didn't even use it last game. Oh, we're passing. I mean, we know we have security with that Illusionist. Moth is scary, but like we haven't seen it from Link. That skill has been unturned this whole set. Another set from Link, and I think we're going to go right into battle. We probably clear out the rest of these Apprentice Magicians, although I wouldn't be surprised if Ursus has Old Vindictive also. Zoma into Apprentice Magician. Effect happening. There's Old Vindictive. So we're going to be able to get that flip effect off here if Breaker swings into it. So if we run Old Vindictive, then I wouldn't be surprised if Ursus also ran Creature Swap just because. I mean, he ran it with Skull Servants too. Old Vindictive popping Zoma. A good way to surgically kind of remove Zoma. So you're not going to, if you're gonna lose, it's not going to be to that burn damage. Speaking of burn damage, though, we are one Nightmare Wheel away from death. And Link has used that in the past also, pretty consistently. There's the Spaghetti. Pre-prep, super good value. Get the Black Illusion, get the Relinquished, and I believe, yes, we have Sphere Karibo Engrave. So we can use that as a requirement. Not bad. If we get Relinquished back out again, then we can take that Breaker. And we're not going to go for it yet. Link, main phase 1. No Nightmare Wheel still. Nothing really. What other monsters would he have that could normal summon? Another Breaker? Sure. Yeah. 2 Zomas and a Kaiku. Gone. No back row, though. That Breaker's sitting at 1900 with that counter. But really, we are just not seeing Moth at all for Link. It's a huge problem for him. There's the Black Illusion. Tributing Faceless. Okay, Book of Moon coming out on Relinquished, but Faceless effect does happen in the graveyard, being able to bring out Relinquished. So we are only able to take 1 Breaker. I believe Breaker loses this counter when it goes. Yeah, so it's 16. It'd be great if you could like take it and like use the counter for a hot second before you put it on Relinquished, but unfortunately. And there's the 3rd Zoma. Good Lord. How do you get rid of these? That 1 Illusionist Faceless in the grave. Going to be some good defense for Ursus. And we start swinging. We got to clear this Relinquished. This is going to be 200 to Ursus, dropping down to 200. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's in defense. We're not doing anything. No battle damage. We get the Illusionist Faceless back. And we know that's a Relinquished set from the Book of Moon. And now we're in like a very similar situation. You got to look at Link's deck count, though. 6 cards left. You in trouble. Breaker with my own counter. Oh, and you used it to pop Zoma. That's delicious. Okay, we bricked clearly because on the end, oh, not an end phase. On we're gonna put Parasite on Zoma. Zoma going away puts Parasite in grave, which is probably gonna bring out a Moth. So Link bricked, which is unfortunate. Must have done that last game too. At least we get the Moth out. Yeah, and it's going to get... oh, it's so rude. Just to get taken by Relinquished, like... Oh. Oh, okay, whoa. Oh, once per turn. That's right. I've been guilty of that, too. I've definitely done that twice. Link mega bricked. That is so sad. I mean, it could happen to anybody. But it's so sorry to see. 2 Parasites and a Moth. Oh, my God. Link quickly checking to make sure that it is once per turn. It does say that pretty clearly on the text. I got yelled at for it, so you do too. So Moth's coming over, are going to be equipped to Relinquish. Breakers can crash, and then I think the Ursus just swings for game. We know that, unfortunately, we know that one of those cards is Parasite. So the other one would have to be... Yeah, the other one would have to be Sphere Karibo. Oh, okay, we're going for this. We're doing it this way. Yeah, that's fair. And Ursus just won with Relinquished over Link's Dark Moth. It was a pretty good Dark Moth deck. Right down the middle. Unfortunately, we never frickin' saw Moth, and the one we did got sucked up by Relinquished. So, Link, don't go anywhere. You got a bronze match. Only 4 people today, so we're going to roll with... It's essentially double elimination when it's this low. So, Link, you're going to bronze. And we're competing over $20 pot today, guys. Reminder, any new sub adds $3 into the pot directly currently. Let's just jump on over to Ron Wiz and Lucas here. our other match going on. Winner, this is going to play Ursus. Loser goes into Link. Looks like Ron playing Tried and True Dark Moth as well. A little bit different with Ron. We see Maneater Bug and Edoria, which I like. I mean, Maneater Bug is fine. It's great because you can use it in the shuffle for the skill. Looks like we have a burnt skill. I love Edoria, though. It's just so annoying. This is still game 1. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Moth swinging in Edoria. What are these haunted shrines? Oh, are we playing Viral Despair? Let's go. We are playing Viral Despair. Oh, wait, I knew that. I saw that. Despair from the Dark Haunted Shrine and Banish. Another Haunted Shrine and Grave. We use Floodgates. Oh, this is that stall. This is that stall, isn't it? We got Floodgates. We got Zombinas. We got Eudorias. Okay. Oh, no. That stall, but Lucas has 5 cards in deck. Moth into Edoria. That is going to happen. Okay. I think Ron Wiz is going to try and deck out Lucas here. We got another card set and a Maneater Bug flipped. So Maneater Bug will be able to get clipped. Oh, that's right. Viral Oh, hello. No! We got both in hand. Oh, my gosh. That is insane. What is he doing? He's playing on the phone, I swear to God. He must be. Double Night Assailant in hand. All right. Ron getting 2 monsters out. Oh, my God. That's so nasty of Lucas. Just a couple of Night Assailant buddies. How often does that happen where you have 2 in your hand like that? That's crazy. And just like that, all of a sudden, Lucas is in the driver's seat to deck out Ron. And we can Haunted Shrine here. Haunted Shrine to get out, what, you got Zombina and Grave? Well, that's annoying. Now I realize why it was still game 1. Man, Lucas, we have 4 people today, and you still figured out how to make this take an hour and a half. Love to see it. Love to see it. I think we wanted that Despair from the Dark, but we fat-fingered it to Banished. I'm going to assume he's playing on a phone. So we're playing a stall deck, a grindy stall deck, and we're playing on a medium where we can misclick. That is probably my favorite speed duel or dueling book opponent ever. Viral here for Monster. What does he have left? What could he have left? Okay, so we know, well, there's 1 Moth. Maybe this one is a Floodgated Moth? I don't know. We don't know. We got here late. But there was an Edoria still in the deck. Yeah, it's not bad. Makes sense. He'd have 3. He'd have 3. And face Cosmic Cyclone in the back row. Sure, life points don't matter anymore. It's just all about trying to rush him down before you deck out. But I don't know how it's going to happen. 3,000 defense, Despair from the Dark. Really, the thing that gets over that is Moth or like Valkyrian. I do not think we're seeing that. I don't think. Oh, Maneater Bug pops it too. But if you can book your oh my God, you can. I was like, if you can book your own Maneater Bug, then we're rolling. But sure. But even if you book it, first of all, Haunted Shrine. Hello, we have another one engraved. And second of all, you need to do 3,300 life points. Oh, Lucas is going to take that like a champ. Now it's down to Lucas to figure out what's that last card in deck. What is that last card? We're going for Spell. And it was Cosmic Cyclone. That's it. Ron decks out. What a fun game. Ron, Ron Dexa could not get the burst damage he needed there on Lucas, unfortunately. Viral Despair. All right, so we saw Viral Despair. Viral Despair and Ursus playing Relinquish. That'd be an interesting finals. That would definitely be a breath of fresh air to take down 2 Dark Moth decks. Oh, shoot. That means I got to put half the pie chart as Moth again. But it'd be cool to see a Viral Despair Relinquish finals. I don't know who wins that. Probably Viral, honestly. I don't know. It's hard to say. It also comes down to the players. But we got potentially 2 more games here. Ron's going to try and get it back. Looks like Ron found his Moth skill early. But unfortunately, I'm assuming that was the other Moth floodgated. We came in too late to see that, but I want to believe it. Because we saw 2 floodgates in Lucas's grave. Just one face down, though, that he didn't mess with. Book of Moon, the Maneater bug. They'll love to see it. L set. Gotta grab a drink, guys. You guys tell me what I missed. We're starting with a Night Beam here. All right. That should, if we're playing traditional Moth, that should be it. Maybe we set the Nidoria. That was an offerings for Lucas? No way. That's awesome. Cosmic Cyclone. We got magic removal. All right, here I am. We back. Floodgate banished by Cosmic Cyclone. Set a card. Lucas with another set. Okay, triple set. Wow. Triple set. Yeah, that just looks like stall to me. 3 set monsters? God. Good Lord. And a Floodgate and Offerings, that's so rude. I'm assuming Offerings was a side against Moth, which makes sense because, like, the only thing that can contest your Despair from the Dark in this deck, it's either going to be Maneater Bug, Flip, or it's going to be Moth just beating over it. So I wouldn't be surprised if he sided Nobleman, too. That'd be a good side. Nobleman of Crossout. Not Extermination. Parasite on the Zombina. Is that Field of Grave is destroyed, right? Yeah, destroyed by an opponent's card. So it's like a tribute. There's nothing in the grave anyway. But we're getting the Moth out, so now we can maybe try and start clearing this. Ron all the way down to 1,600. No Floodgates here. Gets the shuffle on Parasite, and that's a skill burn. That is the skill done. Going to battle, and which one is the one that's going to kill me? Nidoria. Night Assailant. All right. That is going to kill you. That is going to kill you. Nobleman across outside on both sides. It seems like that's what's needed. Nidoria, yeah, double. Oh, it was going to kill you anyway. You were screwed to start. This is lethal. I don't think Ron uses Sphere. Book of Moon on one Nidoria. It's like a meme how much I say, I don't think Ron has Spheres. Yeah. We had 5 cards, now 6 cards in hand. 400 life points, Ron. Getting a little risky here. 2 Nidorias to get over. Like, what do you even do? You burn the skill. Kaiku, Breaker, those are good. We got no back row. Midoriya's going to hit everything, and Lucas is in a spot where he's going to crash into you just to get that card off the field. All right, Kaiku does get battle damage, though, to banish 2 monsters from grave, so that's pretty good. Night Assailant. If this game was going any longer, that would be pretty good. Difference is 6 to Lucas, and we're going to get rid of Kaiku. But we get that banish. We get that sweet banish. Zombina, Night Assailant. Yeah, those are actually really good targets. Those are good. Like, Zombina's a great Haunted Shrine target. And Night Assailant, obviously, if you drop the other one in, you get it back. Normal summon another to Zombina. Yeah, just one of these has to go through. 2 back row for Ron. We know he's got Book of Moon pretty consistently, but yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh, guys. We're going to see a Viral Despair and Relinquish finals in the Speed Duel Showdown. Delicates would be so happy. Paulo NS would be so happy to see that. Ron, Wiz, and Link, the 2 Dark Moths, get to slap each other in a bronze match. Let's go. I still have my bracket right here. I'll take it back to look at my face. I got to use this camera. It crashed my computer 3 times, so I better use it. All right, we had Ursus 2-0 over Link. And Lucas 2 over Ron. What a bracket so far, guys. Duking it out for 20 bucks. One of the last Speed Duel Showdowns until GX box. All right. Let's go ahead and call these. Ursus and Lucas for finals.